Hi there, my name is Sammy Jo Small, and these are the lessons that I've learned in the speaking industry as being a quote-unquote celebrity speaker. And I say celebrity speaker because I don't necessarily feel like a celebrity. However, I do get hired within the celebrity speaking role, and I'm well aware of that. So these are the lessons that I think hopefully will help you, that I've learned by sort of being pegged into that category. So I guess, what is a celebrity speaker? A celebrity speaker is somebody who is hired for their name or their accolades, and is not necessarily a professional speaker, but the client just really wants that name or that thing or that accomplishment to motivate their audience. Now, most celebrity speakers are not generally professional speakers. So I think what I have learned in the industry hopefully will help you guys, because I've sort of been pegged into that one peg, and I've tried to elevate myself above that and had to do extra work to not always just be seen as a quote-unquote celebrity speaker, but actually be really good. And so I think certain audiences have certain perceptions of us as people and what our lives are really like, that isn't really always meshing with reality. So this is more my reality. Welcome to my living room. This is why I love being a professional speaker, is I get to do this pretty much every day. I mean, it's long hours, it's a lot of work, especially to be good and to be relevant and to be professional on top of everything. But you get to create your own hours, and I can be there for my daughter when she gets home from school and do some work later in the evening. It is the ability to be flexible, and I can go play a rec hockey game if I want to. I can do all those other fun things that I think really create a really fulfilling life, and that's what I really love about this industry, is that allows you to do that. The other thing is, I think it's really important to have some financial goals. So what kind of lifestyle do you want to live? What kind of needs do you have? And those are all personal, and that really is about you. So determine what the end goal is. How much do you want to make in a year? How much do you want to make in 5 years? And reverse engineer that, so that you need to do X amount of gigs. You need to speak 10 times for X amount of dollars, whatever it is, to be able to create those financial goals. Have a set budget, so you know how much money is going back into the business as well, and make sure you do spend money on your business, on you, because long term, that's what's going to create the sustainability, so that you can speak for many, many years to come. The other reality is that you are the product. We are the product as a speaker, and there's only one of you, and something could happen. When your kids get sick, something comes up. Life's unexpected circumstances. Life is chaotic, life is beautiful, but things like that do happen. So plan for that. So for myself, I have a couple other Olympic speakers that I can call to replace me, that I know are very good speakers, that speak on relatively the same topics that I do, and so I know that the client would enjoy. And so the client might not go in that direction, but at least I can offer that as a replacement, and they're not scrambling at the last minute to find somebody. So while it's not ideal, I think it's really important that you have some fail-safes within your business, because it is just you, and there's things to think about. There's flight delays, there's multiple different factors that could prevent you from doing what you are asked to do by the client. And so think through all those potentials and how you would handle those. That's what we did as Olympic athletes, is how do you figure out what potentially could come up, what are the challenges that you might have to overcome, and find the solution before it actually happens, so that you are prepared, and prepared for every eventuality. That's what will make you a polished speaker. That's what will take away those nerves. That's what will make you be able to be good on stage, because you'll have no other thoughts. Once you get up there, you just perform and you do your best. And that's what we did as Olympic athletes as well. So what are some concrete lessons that can help you? So for me, being good on the stage is above everything else. Make yourself good on the stage, whatever that takes. If you need to hire speaking coaches, you need to watch other speakers, you need to do everything so that when you're on stage, you have a great product, you have a great speech, you have a through line, you have everything that it requires to make it exciting for the audience. It's funny, it's engaging, it's everything. So
whatever it is that you need to do to get to that level, get to that level. The other thing is to be on brand. A lot of times when we show up to a client or to an audience, they have a certain expectation of us because of our celebrity stature, and you have to be on that brand. That's why they have hired you, and you need to come in, and while you can still share your stories that might be a little bit different than the brand, the reality is you have to be on the brand. You have to be there for the client. You have to service them. It has to be great for that audience, and each and every single person in that audience will take away that moment from you. So for myself, I bring autograph cards after the event to be able to share with the audience, but then also selfishly, I get to engage with the audience. I get to hear what they thought. I get to hear their stories, and those stories just sort of reinforce what I talked about on stage, and I get my moment with them. But I'm well aware that that is their one moment. That is how they are judging me, and so each one of those moments needs to be my best. I need to bring my best, even if I am feeling sick or I'm down or it's been a long day or it's the third presentation of the day. It always needs to be your best. You need to have that smile. You need to do everything you can so that it makes it seem like it's flawless and it's easy, even though inside maybe you're hungry or you're tired or any of that. So you need to be on brand with what their expectations are, because that's how you'll get referrals for the next event. That's how that audience member will perceive you moving forward, and might post something on social media, might engage with their friends and family, tell them either how good or bad you were as a speaker.
So most importantly, be you. It's really important that you create this industry for yourself. This is the most incredible profession if you make it that way. So be you on stage. They're hiring you for you and not for anybody else. And that's what makes this unique, this industry so unique, is that we are all different. We're not trying to be somebody else, but learn from the best, learn from others, practice. I can't reiterate that enough. Practice and be good at what you do. Automate the tasks. So learn your speeches, learn them inside and out, almost like an actor. You want to be up there experiencing those emotions every single time. You want to be engaging the audience every single time. You're like a one-woman show up there, and you want it to be consistent time after time after time. That's what we always strive for as athletes, is you want to be consistent in your performance each and every time. The same goes for professional speaking. You want it to be similar, because that's how that person has hired you to come in, is to be that person on stage. Automate other tasks. Automate the pre-event emails that you're sending out to clients. Maybe when you get that first ask, you have sort of the set generic, this is my pricing list, this is how it works. Obviously you tailor it a little bit to that client, but you don't have to rewrite everything. The same with all the follow-up stuff, all your AV requirements, your headshots, have those all in one space on your computer. That really helped me for time efficiency, as well as afterwards when you're following up with the client, asking for referrals, and just generally giving an overall good impression of that speech. And you're not just walking away, washing your hands of it. It really, they have hired you, not just for that 1 hour, but for pre and post as well. So remember that. Always try to be early if you can. Be there before the time that you are scheduled to be there, so the client knows that you're serious and you're professional and they don't have to worry about anything. I want them to always feel at ease, whoever has hired me, so that they can worry about other things throughout the day. They have so many different things to think about that you should be the last thing on their mind. You should just be professional, and try not to ask too many questions. Just be a part of the day. Be one cog in the entire engine that will be going on throughout the entire day. Ultimately, remember that it's not about you. Know your role. Know your role within that conference, within the meeting, within that weekend, whatever you've been brought in to do. Know your role. Maybe you're the entertainment. Maybe you're just that hour. They've had a ton of information thrown at them all day, and you're that entertainment in the middle of the day that just sort of gives a little bit of relief. But know what you're hired to do. I'm often hired the morning after the entire company has gone out, the night before, and while I still have a powerful message,
I think that the reality is I know what my role is. Or other times I might be hired during dinner. I might be the speaker that is brought in during a award show or during various different company functions that they might have that they're attempting to motivate their audience, but there's also a lot of other things going on. So fit yourself into what is required of you and what is wanted of you, and make the client happy. Ultimately, it is not about you. It's about making the client that has hired you happy and living up to their expectations, if not exceeding those expectations. There's so much more tips and advice I could share with you, but the reality is that it is in your hands. It's about you practicing. It's about you being better. Anything that it took to get yourself to be an expert in your field prior to becoming a professional speaker, those are the traits that you're going to have to rely on now to be a good professional speaker. I say to other celebrities, whatever it took to get, whether to the Olympics or to the moon or to Everest, that those are the traits that you will now have to lean on: the hard work, the perseverance, the resiliency. And we all have that because we've all become experts in our field. So use that to then elevate your game to the next level. Watch other speakers, practice, film, do all those things that you would have done in a different industry to now be good within this industry. And we can all do it. And the reality is that the better you are on stage, the better the industry will be perceived, and the more we will all get hired. So we're all in this together. So share your insights with other people, elevate other people, help other people, be of service to other speakers within the industry, because it's up to all of us to sort of elevate this together. So continued success and best of luck with all your future endeavors. Thank you.